What's up guys, it's Johnny here from RetroPlay Games, and on this episode of Play of the Week, I decided to try my hand at a video game review video. We're going to be taking a look at Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Nintendo Switch. Let's do it. After much anticipation, speculation, and even controversy in the Pokemon community, Pokemon Legends Arceus has finally landed on Nintendo Switch. I've been following the development and announcements pretty closely since Legends was announced. I've been chomping at the bit to get my hands on it and have finally had a chance to play with release on Friday. Pokemon Legends is shaped up to be publisher Game Freak's most ambitious project yet, trading the more linear and guided style of gameplay traditional to the main entry Pokemon game series for an open world experience with a heavy emphasis on exploration, much akin to Nintendo's masterpiece Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild that released alongside the Nintendo Switch in 2017. My experience with gameplay so far has been very similar to Breath of the Wild, with the two titles possibly sharing the same game engine, and even a very similar opening cutscene featured here, with you, the protagonist, awakening in darkness to the call of a mysterious being known as Arceus, a legendary Pokemon featured in the 8th generation of the series, known as the Original One, creator of the Sinnoh and Ronsai regions, and possibly even the entire Pokemon universe. Opening gameplay features a classic trope from the franchise, a Pokemon professor, this time Laventon, working in the field to study Pokemon and compile as much information about them as possible into a Pokedex, with the end goal being to promote understanding and coexistence between people and Pokemon. He'll introduce you to the 3 starter choices: Rowlet, featured in Pokemon Sun and Moon's Generation 7 Alola region; Cyndaquil, featured in Pokemon Gold and Silver Generation 2's Johto region, which everyone knows is the best choice here; and Oshawott, featured in Pokemon Black and White's Generation 7 Unova region. It's at this point you begin to get a feel for where in the timeline Legends takes place, as Laventon hands you a primitive-looking Pokeball with a very steampunk aesthetic. We're going way back in time to the Hisui region, an ancient predecessor to the Sinnoh region from Diamond and Pearl. The Pokemon world is in a much more primal state, with modern technology like Pokeballs having just been invented. You'll be given a short tutorial on Pokemon catching, which introduces you to one of the fundamental differences between Legends and the main series Pokemon games. There are no random encounters here. Pokemon free roam on the map and can be approached for capture without needing to enter battle. It is still necessary to battle and weaken stronger Pokemon as you progress later into the game, but you can also throw Pokeballs with reckless abandon and hope for the best, which can prove to be a more effective strategy on elusive Pokemon like Abra, that will often teleport from battle and disappear from the map if you try the traditional approach. Pokemon Legends features Jubilife Village as its central hub city, another nod to the future Sinnoh region in Diamond and Pearl. The game has a very feudal Japan vibe, showcased here in the old-school Japanese architecture and clothing styles. The wildlands and explorable areas are accessible by leaving the main gate. It feels a lot like Monster Hunter as you come and go. I do wish that the game was fully seamless and didn't require the back and forth travel, but it does make sense from the lore aspect, as you inform guards of where you're going so they can look for you if you get overrun by Pokemon. As I mentioned, the Pokeverse is in a much more primal state in Legends. You're always told not to enter the tall grass without a Pokemon in previous entries in the series, but now you get to find out why, as wild Pokemon approach and attack you while you explore. You'll soon be recruited into the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps, tasked with helping Professor Laventon complete his Pokedex. You'll also learn of rival factions, the Diamond and Pearl clans, who are opposed to Galaxy's ideologies in attempting to catch and control Pokemon, but have no choice but to work alongside you as strange things start happening around Hisui. Legendary Pokemon Guardians are being whipped into a frenzy by a mysterious power, and it's up to you to help get things back under control. Local residents in Jubilife Village and around the Wildlands will also give you side quests to complete, such as fetching items or showing them Pokemon or completed Pokedex entries. Pokemon trainer battles are still a staple in this entry, and you'll be frequently challenged as you progress through the game. Some key differences and new features here include the ability to free roam during battles, making it feel a lot more like the anime, a Pokemon move mastery system, and a coinciding battle style selection that will allow you to choose between agile or strong moves. Agile moves allow you to potentially make more than one action during your battle turn at the cost of move power, while strong moves may sacrifice an action but offer increased move power to compensate. You'll find a turn order table at the top right of the screen to help you determine what the best time is to make these choices with minimal consequence. The move system is also different. Pokemon can still only have 4 moves at a time, but moves can be trained at will or powerful moves taught at a trainer in Jubilife Village. The gym battle progression system from previous entries also appears to have been done away with. Instead, it's been replaced by battling against a series of previously mentioned Pokemon Guardians or Nobles that have been whipped into a frenzy by Arceus' power. It's a very cool experience and a refreshing change from the normal grind, featuring epic combat sequences that require a mix of your own agility and item use, combined with battling using your Pokemon at strategic moments in each encounter. These are tough opponents that can defeat your Pokemon and you if you're not careful and quick on your feet. Exploration is the real meat and potatoes of the game and the part I'm most excited about. Just like in Breath of the Wild, I often find myself shirking the quests and storyline to try and access every nook and cranny the game has to offer. The map is divided into several zones to explore, each with a huge array of subzones for you to discover. As I mentioned before, Jubilife Village is the central hub of the game, but you will set up base camps in various locations that act as fast travel points, as well as a way to rest and heal your Pokemon, pass time to get those specific day-night Pokemon, craft items, and report your catches and findings to the professor. Reporting your catches and findings to the professor is the way that you progress through the game. The game offers a star system, similar to getting gym badges, that will fill up as you complete Pokedex entries and catch Pokemon that you haven't seen before. You're rewarded by finding rare resources or varied species of Pokemon tucked away in the corners of the map, as well as impressive views and beautiful scenery. Later on, you'll also get a mount to make exploration even more fun and less of a slog when covering large distances. There are also giant alpha Pokemon with glowing red eyes waiting for you, offering a much tougher than normal challenge and extra satisfaction when caught, though it will take some progression before you're ready to take them on. Many Pokemon fans' contention with the game has to do with its somewhat dated appearance, which even though appears to be using the same or similar engine to Breath of the Wild is not as visually impressive. The draw distance is a little short, leaving the massive world feeling somewhat empty, although consideration does have to be given to Nintendo's aging hardware. Older chips do keep costs down for consumers, especially when compared to the cutting-edge PS5 and Xbox One X. I also noticed the choice to reduce graphical quality has offered great performance, and I haven't had any frame rate drops like I experienced occasionally with Breath of the Wild. For the bravest adventurers, Arceus' power has also caused some rifts in space-time that you can explore. They seem to appear randomly in different places on the map, and you'll receive a notification when there's one in your zone. Stepping in reveals somewhat of a parallel world with powerful and often rare Pokemon available to be caught or battled. Be careful though, in Legends, Pokemon can and will attack you in groups, forcing you to make careful choices about how to go about catching and battling. Circling back to the Pokedex and Progression system, the Pokedex has been given a complete overhaul and functions differently than in previous entries. Before, catching a Pokemon was enough to gather all the information about it. Now, you'll need to complete each page by doing a series of tasks including catching and defeating multiples of Pokemon, defeating them with certain moves, evolving them, seeing them use certain moves, and more. Pokedex pages level up to 10 when completed, and as I mentioned before, you'll hand them in to the professor in exchange for money and experience towards your next star rank. Increasing star ranks allows you to control higher level Pokemon and use and craft more advanced balls. Turn the experience points in at the commander in Jubilife Village for your rewards. Evolution has also been slightly modified. When Pokemon reach the eligible evolution level, you'll see a prompt in the Pokemon selection menu to let you know they're ready. You'll need to select them and manually start the process. It's not automatic. Evolution items like elemental stones are still available, and even special items like the link cable that will allow you to evolve trade-only Pokemon without having access to a trading partner. A robust crafting system has also been added. You can access the crafting tool at your base camp or using the mobile crafting item that you'll receive later on. You'll harvest raw materials from trees, rocks, and other places and use them to create your own Pokeballs, potions, and other consumable items. It's easy to run out of space in your bag, but thankfully you can purchase upgrades and more space for that later. There's also a small plot of farmland in Jubilife Village that you can use to pay villagers to grow materials for you. With the Pokedex pages requiring multiples of Pokemon to be caught, extra Pokemon will be sent to pastures in Jubilife Village. This is ancient times, and Bill and his infamous PC haven't been born or invented yet. Visit it to see and compare the Pokemon you've caught, release any you don't need, and switch up your team as needed for adventure. As you get used to the game's mechanics and become a more seasoned trainer, you can use advanced techniques to initiate and gain advantage in your Pokemon encounters. Crouching in the grass hides you from view, allowing you to attempt a higher success rate catch without being seen, or enter battle with Pokemon caught unaware by hitting them with your Pokemon's ball. You can also toss certain items at Pokemon to stun or pacify them. The soundtrack and effects are enjoyable and do a great job creating an immersive and emotional experience, expressively matching the scenes and gameplay. Enjoy them here as I catch this alpha parasect I was really excited about and looking for an excuse to include the full clip. All things said and done, I'm really having a great time with Pokemon Legends. I've only just scratched the surface of what's here with my limited playtime, and I can't wait to explore more and see everything there is to offer. There are definitely some technical issues and limitations, as well as minor gameplay frustrations here and there, but I'm sure patches can address the majority of them down the line. Coming from a longtime Pokemon fan that's played every title since Red and Blue, this is a great step in a new direction for Game Freak, and I hope that this is only the first of many entries in a series, or even a total shift for Pokemon as a whole. Here's hoping Game Freak and Nintendo will take us back to ancient Johto or Hoenn, and hopefully give us more in the form of expansion content to tide us over. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so you get the latest content from RetroPlay games hot off the press. You can also find a link to my other social media outlets and my online store, where you can support the channel directly and get your hands on some of the cool stuff featured in my videos. I had an absolute blast making this and can't wait to do another one for you. Until next time, guys, play on and catch 'em all.